Welcome, gamers! I am MonriaTitans, and welcome to the weekend game show where I educate on and discuss game development to show why they can take years to make to prevent another Cyberpunk 2077 launch scenario. For those who don't know, you lucky individuals, toxic quote fans end quote, were threatening developers of the game because of how long it was taking to release. CD Projekt Red caved and released it. Then those same quote fans end quote had the nerve to turn around and complain about how it was buggy. I wonder fucking why. Anyway, one way I educate is by playing a game or games, depending on whether or not the first one pisses me off, and providing commentary on the mechanics, animations, art style, and design, what's going right, what needs to be improved. Provided I don't get too caught up in the game to be able to comment, which in a way is commentary in of itself. Another way to educate is via my Let's Read Some Shit videos where I read aloud portions. Emphasis on portions of books allowed for DMCA and copyright reasons, which you can find on my YouTube channel via the handle @MonriaTitans. And while I haven't built anything in a game engine for quite some time, it's still on the table. Somewhere. On Tuesdays, I record Let's Play Some Demos videos, where to introduce you lovely folks to usually indie games, every so often a AAA game, or a indie game published by a AAA publisher, because apparently that's a thing. I'll shout those out too, because I think they deserve... Shout those out. Too, because I think they deserve some recognition. So I play on Tuesdays 4 demos. Comment on how they are based on the demo. Commentary, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. And that one's more for entertainment. To introduce folks to games. Part 15 is coming along this Tuesday. I also provide artist shoutouts to support human artists to combat AI spit. What began as a fun activity back in December of 2020 has become a mission. #create, don't scrape. Speaking of artist shoutouts, shoutouts. Ta-da! Hopefully I say this right. This is... What's the name of this again? Game Ready Telescope by Zsanett. Again, hopefully I said that right. I know Pixel Chat couldn't pick up on it. That's fine. Pixel Chat fumbles are part of the show at this point. Anyway, this ever so lovely... This is gorgeous. This ever so lovely telescope was inspired by Oxford English Dictionary's word of the day, telescope word. Which, well, Oxford English Dictionary's word of the day yesterday, let me clarify. And it's a word formed by blending sounds from two or more other words and combining their meanings. A portmanteau word. Fuck is portmanteau? I can't use Oxford English Dictionary to look it up. They're going to charge me for it. What is, or they're going to try and charge me for it. What is dictionary.com for $400? Portmanteau. Linguistics. A word that combines the form and meaning of two or... So basically the synonyms. Haha. Oh. And I was going to use my phone to play that pronunciation for you, but my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Good job. Alright. Dictionary.com. Portmanteau. Do you have the pronunciation?
Portmanteau.
There we go. I did not realize they were going to do a or, so I'm going to play that again. This is American pronunciation.
Portmanteau or portmanteau.
Oh, they don't have a British pronunciation. Unless that's what the or was. I don't know. For a while, I was using dictionary.com's word of the day. A little bit of back behind the scenes thingamajigs. Anyway, use Command ASO to get to the. Did I remember? Did I update that? I did not. It still has yesterday's. So look at this pretty piece of art while I update the command. I can kind of multitask. So you can also find the artist shout out in the Titans Discord. Command Discord to get to, obviously, the Discord link. This artist shout out is number 669. Wow. We are headed into the 5th year of the artist shoutouts, and we've gotten to. Did I hit save? I don't think I hit save. I did not hit save. All right. Now that the command has been updated, I thank thee for thine patience. All right. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Aha! And command criteria to get to the artist shout out criteria and to see past artist shout outs. And there's the link to the artist shout out Discord channel. I forgot I put that in there. Maybe I should read through my commands sometime. Anyway, moving on. So do go please check them out. I found them on the Art Station. They're also on LinkedIn, and they are the shit. Oh no, I wrote it down. They are the texture artists, or they are a texture artist at Neocore Games. So do go please check them out. Alright. So, while I am bringing the game up, because I don't like having the game up in the background because music. While we're bringing that up, I'm not going to be doing an entire stream today. I was going to do depending on how I feel when break time comes around, I might keep going. No. I was a dodo bird, along with my lovely honey. We stayed up until about 2 in the morning playing video games. I was playing Maid Cafe on Electric Street. I don't know what he was playing, but it was a 2D pixel art game. We need more pixel art games like this. This is a pixel art game. We need more of those. So yeah, when break time comes around, I don't care if I'm going to be feeling absolutely fantastic. I don't want to risk it and push it. Content warnings. So, this is what I mean about music. You might be able to hear a little bit of it. Anyway, so, before we proceedeth, this game tackles sensitive themes and content, including. You could have just said tackles sensitive themes. You didn't need to add in content, including. Just that this game tackles sensitive themes, including. You didn't need the end content. I don't like the word content. That's why I'm nitpicking. Anyway, self-harm, suicide, discrimination, gender dysphoria, depression, anxiety. The gender dysphoria bit was actually pretty mind-opening. Nudity, sexual themes, crude language, and use of drugs. Haven't seen the nudity yet. Good thing I make sure my thingamajigs, my streams are marked as mature. All of them are marked as mature. I kind of have to mark them as mature. I kind of cuss a lot. Alright, so continue. There we go. I do and I don't remember what I was doing. Can I see? There it is. I could make a card. I'm going to make a card. I think that's what I wanted to do before talking to this one. I want to make a card. Alright, but quick recap. This is what I already have. I really like that one. Good evening for you. It is afternoon for me. Does that count as nudity? Is this the nudity that the content warnings are talking about? That's definitely sexual themes. Alright, so quick recap. Over the past, this is part 4, over the past few thingamajiggies, we have found out Fortuna is a fortune teller. Duh, that's with her tarot. What we found out, I believe, last stream was the reason why her readings always come true is because she's not just looking into the future. Any possibility she sees, whichever one she picks, comes true because that is her power. She makes the shit come true and she didn't know until recently. So when she foresaw the doom of her coven, which is why she was exiled to begin with, oops! So let's see if we can make the coven better. Well, we've already that would actually be an interesting little plot twist, wouldn't it? She's already foreseen the downfall of her coven. Is it possible for her to change that? Ooh, that'd be cool. All right, so we'll come back to that. Because we have 10 of these. We need to use these. We need to avoid these if possible, but we need to use these. Because we got 10. So, we'll come back to the road. My Nomad card got destroyed. So let me pick the Nomad. Alright, so I believe we have a thing that already has the Shaman in it. Let's be... we'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. Fuck. I want that, but I don't have enough for it. That's cool. So is that. That's fucking dope. Oh, that's cool. We're going with that. Alright, so all of these have been used. Cool. That's cool. Before, let me just pick all of these. That's cool. Blue light, I was about to say, why is that red? And then I saw torch. Blue light torch. Eyes of the night. Pain for the wrath. We'll come back to that. Because that looks really fucking cool. The inevitable 3. Summonable flock of legendary prey birds that can deliver any message, hunt any fugitive, and steal any trinket. Uh-huh. We'll come back to the tower shield for when I have some of the yellow. Dark matter bow. No. That's cool. Okay, so what was the thing? Yeah, they're the birdies. We want the birdies. Give me the birdies. All right, so, can we zoom out? Yes, no, maybe? There's a That's an odd song to suddenly have in mind. All right, so you get to wear a cape after we figure out which head we want you to have. That one. That one. Thank you. Here is your head. That's actually kind of cool. So we have you. Shrink. So you look like you're about to jump. You're jumping off. So I'm going to put you on the edge here. Birdies. We're going to put you right here. Put you up in the corner there. Put you over here. Actually, let's shrink all of you in the spirit of fairness. Alright, because you look like you want to clutch something. You look like you're trying to land. You look like you're actively flying, so let's have you right underneath here to provide some support. And this jewel looks cool. Where do I want to put it? Is that a scroll? I don't know what that is. Let's make you bigger. Rotate. Can I make you bigger? Is that as big as I can make you? Oh, fudge. Alright, you can be right there for a bit of embellishment. Actually, you know what? You can be there for a bit of embellishment. There we go. The beacon! Ooh! Ancient eye of our former leader, allow me to pierce through the fabric of this magic. I desire to know more. Alright, a compass for explorers, the pleasure of discovery. Aha. Temptation, the sweet scent of corruption. Predestination, fortuitous changes of events. Nice. The merchant caravan spreads conversations, an avatar of discovery and exploration. The birds of prey carry this message throughout the cosmos. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. All right. Yeah, I love how his two eyes don't blink at the same time. It's one then the other. Oh, it starts with that one. One. Ah ha ha. Who's the turtle again? Patrice. Fortuna, not cool. I had to learn you can get visitors now from other than you. I don't know if you are aware of the current state of things, but we need to talk. Alright. Reach chapter 5. An inquiry, chapter 5, and inquiry into values. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What did you do, Grandma? I spent most of my childhood helping my mom sew work clothes for the farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school and my allowance is miserable. Ha! You make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothes. I got paid 30 cents a piece. What? Then why did you even bother doing it? I had to help my mom. She was paid $2 a piece, but during those times it was enough for us to get by. Why is everything more expensive now, Grandma? I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when you get home. Did your dad explain it to you? I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war back in Spain. He didn't have time to teach me much besides how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella. I love Grandma's yellow rice. Aw, you sure do, beautiful. I'll make some paella tomorrow. What do you say? Yes! Yes, yes! Why did you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. These are the United States. Okay, okay. Why did you come to the U.S.? That is a very important distinction. Okay, okay. Why did you come to the U.S.? A couple of years after my dad was killed, my mom had to flee to France with me and your Auntie Fortuna to escape from the fascists. Then we moved to the U.S. What are fascists? Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them or simply is different. That's a very PG way to put it. Are there any fascists in the U.S.? Too many, I'd say. Oh, no. What are you going to do, Grandma? Ha! Don't worry about it. I'll protect you all. Yeah, tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. You know, this is the perfect place for it, since it was on this very beach I saw your aunt for the last time. It was here, where she died. I've told you 1,000 times your Aunt Fortuna didn't die. She went to live in the stars. Come on, yeah, I'm old enough already. But it is true. We drove here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Eva. I love Eva. She gives me candy. Ha! Yes, Eva's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza, and we opened a nice bottle of grape juice, wine. Yes, wine, Maria Fortuna. I want wine. That night there was this beautiful meteor shower, so the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy. She had a good life here, but she needed more. Your auntie is magical. She always had special powers. But this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue, she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Shh, Michael, it's all right. She's a good witch. Then she got up and started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked until she disappeared into the water. She drowned then. No, she went to live in the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. She's in a magical place now, watching over us. Why doesn't she come visit us? That I don't know, sweetheart. Hi, sis. Hello, Fortuna. Oh no, you're upset. At this point, I'd say I'm more disillusioned than upset. When were you planning on telling me you can accept visitors? Things have been complicated. I didn't want to worry you unless I figured this mess. Things have been complicated. I didn't want to worry you until I figured out this mess. I didn't know I had to report my every movement to you. So you managed to get yourself into a new mess even in exile. I don't know why I even keep caring at this point. Ouch! I said, what do I need to do for you to let your big sister in? Have I ever failed you? Patrice, come on. I've explained this to you many times already. You are in, it's just that I don't like to be saved. And you're always too quick to make my own problems your own. I want you to be my friend, not my mom. Although not even our mom intruded as much as you do. Oh, I know. Who do you think changed your diapers and took you to school? That's called parentification, and it is not okay. Not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and cut to the tense and cordial conversation? Fine. Are you still checking on your descendants? Nah, I got bored a couple of generations ago. Ha! It was important to me to veil over Maria Fortuna, Eric, Michael, and the rest, and I was genuinely curious about how they raised their children, what became of them all. I don't know, the ego trip of witnessing one's legacy. But at some point, it lost all meaning, just became voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. They stopped talking about you, huh? Shut up. Yeah, I know you too well. Prick. How's Juliet doing? Are you still together? No, that had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. Oh, what happened? She went and joined the arbitrage office willingly. Can you believe it? Whoa, why did she do that? She was overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. All that freedom, the directionlessness. She depended a lot on me to decide how to use her time, but I'm not the kind to become anyone's conductor. True. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, she had severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was hurting us both, so in the end, her solution was to forego her freedom. From what she's told me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and a purpose. Aha. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is a widespread disease among witches. Ah? The irony of immortality. Heh. Stupendous, I'd say. While you've been gone, we've managed to become one of the most popular publications among many covens. I even started overseeing a side editorial about a magical technology, which has been a hit among witches of the Machina cult. 10 modules you won't be able to live without once you've installed them in your mech. I know, I'm not proud of those kinds of headlines, but they work wonders. Ha! I'm sure. I find them dumb too, but I gotta say, Cosmic Gazette's top 5 trinkets of the week is one of my favorite sections. I know, we should stop trying to play it smart and embrace our love for random lists. For this year's special, we may even go full bait. Top 10 best lists in the cosmos. I'm looking forward to it. And to think I used to be a best-selling author back on Earth. Heh! What about you? What have you done this time? What are you implying? Something embarrassing, dangerously illegal, I'm sure. Fine, show yourself up more. Holy fuck, Fortuna. A motherfucking behemoth? Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks! What do you mean it talks? Sweet behemoth fucking invented language. Brahma, I love you. I love you so much. And I'm not an it. Please refer to me as he. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to survive. Survive? This will get you executed, erased from the cosmos. I was living death anyway. 200 years alone on this rock is worse than oblivion, Patrice. Who could blame you, really? Fucking Idonna. We have to use the elections as an opportunity to save your ass. I can start by calling in some favors, see if we can get you in the running. Patrice, what? You're doing it again. Stop. This is my mess. I can handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at the situation you've gotten yourself into. I've been a witch for decades longer than you. I don't need your lessons. You may have been my big sister back on Earth, but not anymore. In fact, you're the little sister now. Know your place. Ow. What did you just say, you ungrateful piece of shit? You heard me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by colluding with me on this behemoth issue, you could be punished too. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't want to get you involved. The fucking nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get that into your head, the better. Why did you turn me into a witch then? I did not turn you into a witch. You were destined to become one. How many times do we have to go over this? I just read the cards. Wait, what? Oh my god. Are you alright? I did turn you into a witch. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm so sorry, Patrice. Where are you going? What are you on about? What? You're sorry now? What is going on? Oh shit, your bone cancer. Oh shit. Oh my fucking life. Fortuna, easy. She's freaking out. I'm sorry, I'm truly sorry. I recently learned something about my divination that, well, it changes everything. What is going on? I'm not a reader, I'm a writer. What the hell does that mean? Idonna's corpse visited me recently. She told me why she sent me into exile and why she took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future. I'm deciding it. Forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, slow down. First of all, we were kids. You're not responsible for my fate no matter the forces behind it. I gave you fucking cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. If not cancer, it would have been a truck or the aftermath of all the drugs I did. I do not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm so sorry. And then, you're right. You've always been right. I turned you into a witch. I couldn't bear you dying, and I dragged your soul into space. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hate it, being a witch. It beats eternal slumber. However, I think you owe me. You must let me in. You wanted me back in your life so bad, you pulled me out of death's embrace. Now own it. This is too much, Patrice. I don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility is overwhelming. Listen. I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum, but we're not on Earth anymore. I haven't met a single witch that isn't fucking overwhelmed and exploiting her abilities to satisfy her ambitions. You're like a super witch, so what? Use your powers to do good or whatever. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it. Like that spider guy that Ava liked. Having great power and not using it is irresponsible. Ha ha! It doesn't go like that. No? Well, you get me. But where do I draw the line? Case by case. I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Read the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. What? No. Come on. We all have an expiry date. Even witches. Write me a beautiful death. Patrice. You know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was mortal. It is weird, but I miss that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna, grant me illumination once again. Alright. I love you, Patrice. I love you too. Wow. Here we are again. Let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. I said you get reincarnated or whatever, you deal with the pain of being alive like the rest of us. Deal. Wait. How does this deck of yours work? For you, it's going to be the same. Mechanically speaking, it's just like tarot. But I crafted this deck myself, capturing arcana inside the cards. So I can fine-tune my style of divination and don't need to be so despondent on the classic tarot symbols. Wow, cool. Okay, show me what you've got. Ooh! Logos, the Moonstone Temple, is a gateway to illumination. They can channel a power trip. The Obsidian Sledgehammer fixates on offering empowering revelations. I likey already. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. I no likey. Determination, rightfulness, guardian, ego, indifference, stagnation. That reminds me a lot of her, actually. Ha! You are desperate to go out in a cosmic orgy. Your essence is scattered throughout 100 lovers. Okay. You will ascend one more time. You will become a goddess of inspiration. Will only be able to interact with this plane through signs and revelations. Tempting. You will turn yourself into a gemstone trinket to veil over your favorite student. Ah! You will ascend one more time. You'll become a goddess of inspiration and will only be able to interact with this plane through signs and revelations. Really? You gotta be kidding me. Let me rest in peace for once, for God's sake. I thought you always wanted to be a goddess. Please, I'm a goddess already, bitch. Yeah, I know. Can you change it? Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. The cards let me access a selection of possible futures, and I scry through them. Can you see how much time I have left? Nope, I'm sorry, but if it didn't come up in the reading, then it's not going to happen anytime soon. Well, that'll have to do then. So, what do you think of my new deck? It's pretty cool, yeah. I was a bit fed up with tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too, now that I think about it. It'll take more time to get bored of these cards since I keep producing new ones. These illustrations, do you make them yourself? They're pretty cool. I compose them from existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. I don't know, it's fun. Happy to hear you're having a good time. Okay, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours now? Here we go again. Fine, what do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. What? No. I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Idana died and the Coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover that you could receive visitors this late. We've already lost a lot of time that we could have put into preparing your campaign. Clairvoyance isn't the only quality required to lead. We discovered I'm not a reader, but a writer. The responsibility. Being a writer makes it even more crucial that you become our leader. What would even be the point of anyone else ruling if we can just sweep away any reality? I could always decide to stop using my powers. Ha! As if. You're never going to surrender your powers. It'd make you too miserable. I know you too well. Just look where you got to when cornered after 2 centuries of isolation. One day, a critical situation will hit you or the Coven, and you're going to take matters into your own hands. If you do so from the position of leader, you'll handle the situation from the best possible perspective with all the information that there is to have. And more than that, it's your duty to use your extraordinary powers in service of the Coven. That's fine and all, but I already told Dahlia I'd help her become the next leader. What a pity. Let's hope she takes it well when you tell her you're running for leader yourself. But I don't want to run for leader. Come on, Fortuna, you're going to make me beg. It's not a matter of begging. Running a Coven requires way more than manipulating the future. I'm not ready for that. But you are. You're sensitive and smart, plus you scry what's ahead. Well, or write what's ahead. Whatever. I'll help you with the bureaucracy. We'll make it a fun team. Fun. No, I'll stick to my word. I'm helping Dahlia. All I have is my word. A waste, but I won't force your hand. We can still do a lot of good if the future leader has you as an advisor. Let's invite Dahlia and see how we can help with our campaign. I'm going to go do some scouting, and I'll come back with a picture of the current political landscape. Ooh, intrigue. Then we can review the hottest topics with the team. Oh, okay. This is all moving so fast. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. See you in a bit. Get your deck in order, relax a bit, talk with your friends, and we'll set everything in motion when I come back. Understood. See you later. Bye. What is she riding on? Is that an actual broom? What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. The air seal didn't seem to make a dent on her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. Ha! I'd say Patrice adores me in her own way. She just has a tough way of expressing love. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Ha! Shut up. So shit is getting real. You're excited? I'm more anxious than anything. As a matter of fact, I am. Not really, but I don't have a choice. After summoning a behemoth, this is child's play. That is true. This promises to be a fun ride, I see. Okay, then. What do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Dahlia and Jasmine to let them hear about your... Good idea. A friendly reunion before the race. You never know how gruesome things will get, and the 3 of us didn't have the chance to just meet to hang out like old times. So, do invite them, please. I will. I'm glad you let Patrice know about me. You don't have to worry. She's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Come on. You have a behemoth on your side, and you were planning on not using me during the campaign? I said, just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in our favor, you know. Okay, I guess that's a great resource. But don't you do anything without our approval? Absolutely. It may not look like it, but I'm a team player. Yeah, sure. I think I'm going to lay down for a bit now. I need some rest before facing the mess I've gotten myself into. Talk to you later. Oh, shit. You are reading a book with pages made of mirrors. Aha! You can still read the text surfacing all over your face, and the reflection is a treatise. It proves that the Big Bang Theory is a lie. When you close the book, the universe stops existing. Ugh. Ooh! What's that? Yeah, Fortuna, you wanted to see us, right? I'd love to get together before the race starts. Let me know when it's time, and I'll pick up Dahlia and come over to your place. Invite. She's riding a sword! Oh, and she's riding a bed of, what is that, a bed of moss? Thanks for coming. It's been centuries since we got the three of us together. I don't know why we didn't do this I don't know, right away. What's up, witches? And you bet magic life can get so chaotic sometimes that we just forget to enjoy it. Yeah, it makes me so happy to see the two of you together. Tell me about some adventures I missed. I took Desmond hunting once. What? Really? Oh my, she did, and never again, I tell you. Jasmine really would make a fine demon hunter. That sand dweller didn't stand a chance. Jasmine planted some magical scenes into the dunes, and in a matter of minutes. Boom! A big fucking vine emerged out of the white sands, strangling the demon. It was horrible. I only had to slice that fucker's throat. The stench of blood, ugh, I don't know how you do it, Dahlia. Then she spent the whole evening building a grave for the worm. It was beautiful, though, wasn't it? I would have loved to have been there. I missed you so much. Me too. My first order of business will be to ban fucking exiles so we can all go on adventures again. Haha. Are you nervous about the elections? You can't imagine. I'm cool. More excited than anything. On the one hand, I'm not worried because whoever wins in the end, the Coven is going to be well looked after. On the other hand, I want what's best for the Coven, and I truly believe my program is the safest bet. Just to be clear, I do think you make a lovely leader, but playing it safe is the death of progress, Jasmine. But aren't we all well already? We just need to iron out Idana's more abusive politics and put some love into the community. That's because the status quo benefits you. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, are we about to have an argument? Are we about to argue? Now think about all the novices and all the witches who don't fit into that ordinary vision, myself included. My plan is not to start a revolution, but to level the playing field. It's not fair that power is held by the eldest. Novices need to be guided, though. Think about when we had just ascended. We weren't in any shape to make important decisions. To be making important decisions. I don't know about that. Age has its own setbacks. What do you think, Fortuna? Well, about that. I guess it's time I make my stance clear. I'm with Dahlia on this. I just met with Patrice, and after putting some thought into it, we've decided we'll support Dahlia during the campaign. Fuck yes! What? Patrice too? Are my views so wrong that all my friends are united against me? Not wrong, but Dahlia's program suits our needs better. Your plan is a bit antiquated. I'm afraid so. It is not wrong, but Dahlia's program suits our needs better. Not wrong, but Dahlia's program suits our needs better. That's a euphemism for you're siding with the old hags. But I'm not an old hag. Doesn't that count for something? I believe that the old witches are using you to whitewash the power they exert over the Coven. Ooh, Dahlia! Dahlia! I'm not in cahoots with anyone, I swear. We didn't say that. But let's acknowledge that your program is pretty convenient for the old lot. Maybe that's just an indicator of how sensible my program is, don't you think? Yeah, sensible and retrograde. Hey, friends, let's take it easy. Why don't we deal with this the way it was intended? We have many debates and campaign actions ahead to prove our points. No need to get bloody right here, right now. Sure. Yeah, we'd better. So this is it, huh? I'm afraid there won't be any more friendly get-togethers until we solve the shit out of this. Yeah. Let's get to work. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Let's all do our best. Hey, that's it? No more to hangouts? Come on. Meow. Turtle! Everything is set to go. Dahlia is ready. Get your shit in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and we'll come over to review Dahlia's program and campaign plan. Where are we? Oh, not as much as I want. I really love the card creation in this game, folks. It is amazing. What is she riding? That's like some kind of magical staff. What is that? Is she riding on a cane? I think she's riding on a cane. Fortuna, let's rule this universe together. Ha! That's the spirit. Is this the winning team or what? Your energy has won us half the race already. Let's get right to it. How are you feeling, Fortuna? Ready, focused. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Jasmine? Yeah, we did. Yeah, and how did she take it? It was intense, but I believe we're fine. Really? Yeah, I don't know. We've been through worse. This is but another rough patch. We're bound to clash from time to time. It's the price of friendship when immortal. Eventually, this will become just another memory to rehash while getting high in her garden. Good to hear. Okay, do you want to take the lead, Dahlia? I've got you. Let's do this. What's the plan? Let's go out there and start spreading the wonders of our program. Don't you think it'll be better if we strategize a bit first? What is there left to plan? Everything? I'm more the kind of witch that works with her gut. That's alright. It's a great asset to have a leader with sharp instincts. But do you mind if I I can read, but do you mind if I take care of the most boring analytical parts? Okay, I understand. The floor is yours. I say we analyze our opponents first, then I'll interview you two to see where we stand on the main issues. After that, we can review our program. Once we get to something solid, we should schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're against the clock as of now. How does that sound? Smart. You're right. I'm ready. Good. First of all, to check we're all up to speed, Fortuna, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the coven? You know, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties? Do you need me to explain them to you? I know about them. You can skip the explanation. Good. Let's start dissecting. I probably should have picked the other one for the latecomers to the parts of the streams. My bad. I'll go find, if I remember, I'll go look through the previous parts, find the explanation, put the link in the description with the timestamps. If I remember. I might. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution, circa 1800. That put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the coven. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest, medieval, and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporary witches, with our world wars, TV, internet, and other global lunacies. I don't really know what those are either. Yeah, sorry. You're not even from Earth to begin with. The thing is, Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to the most conservative witches. Aha! Her politics are a liberal version of Idana's, removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from any duties and the fear of failure. Whoa, how did you manage to get all of that info in so little time? Enjoying the perks of having a journalistic sister now, huh? Now focus. Her program to achieve this is... Judgment will be performed by a quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. That is the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with a system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warning, she will be expelled from the coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then, for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect from them? I guess that'll be determined by the quorum of the eldest. Lastly, as for witch duty, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the covenant's interest in mind, and that there's no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. And, of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Donna's corpse so we all become more powerful. Take a minute to interiorize Jasmine's program. I had to think about how to pronounce that. Sure. I'm impressed, Patrice. That's some amazing work. Thank you. Now tell me, what can we do against this program? I trust that everyone will see how our approach is far superior, and if not, we'll make up for it by showing spirit. Spirit is important, yes. But we need some strategies to have the upper hand dialectically. Fortuna, any ideas? What do you think is the best strategy to undermine Jasmine's program? I don't want to undermine it, poor Jasmine. Less lax policies will incentivize foul play. These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Individualism will fracture the community. Tradition and coven culture will vanish in this setup. I don't mind the tradition and coven culture vanishing in this setup because it's Idonna's, or a more liberal version of Idonna's program, which is part of the problem. These plans benefit the powerful and forsake the novices, yes. Individualism will fracture the community, yes. These lax policies will incentivize foul play. Will they, though? I need to think about that one. And I need water. My mouth is drying out. That's what the cold does. It's been getting cold here. I think that's what the cold kind of does to me. If I don't drink enough water, you would think it would be the dryness that would cause dry mouth. Interestingly, it's not. Alright. So these plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. I'm going to go with individualism will fracture the community. Absolutely. And a fractured sisterhood is a weak sisterhood, or no sisterhood at all, we could say. That should weaken Jasmine's support and snatch many voters from her side if we propose a sensible alternative. Good. Now to assess the candidate herself. Yet to use our privilege info on Jasmine. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? She can be extremely cunning. That's what I'm afraid of. What I'm most afraid of. You're right, to be on guard, yeah. Fortuna. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? She is a pillar of the community. She helps and provides for many people with her garden and has many contacts and friends. That sure puts her ahead in the race from the very start. It'll be hard to win people's trust in Jasmine over to our side. We'll need to undermine her capabilities as a leader and reinforce her status as a community provider so she stays like that rather than as a ruler. Now to her flaws. What you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Combat. She's just not made for action. Oh, well, I don't know if there will be a lot of opportunities during this campaign to show one's might, but yeah, duly noted. What do you say, Fortuna? What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Her anxiety. She gets stressed easily. Envy. Her compassion. She's easy to intimidate. Vanity. She worries too much about appearances. Does she? I would say she's easy to intimidate, but here's the thing. It sounds like she has the backing of the more powerful people in the coven. They'd have her back, so I'm not going to say she's easy to intimidate. Compassion is never... I don't ever see compassion as a downside. And vanity, she worries too much about her appearances. I didn't pick up on that. I did quickly pick up on how envious she got, though. I'm going to go with envy. Ooh, good one. Straight for the kill. Really? Yes, and she does a poor job hiding it. Yes, she does. We should come up with creative ways to trigger her envy then. This will come in very handy to cloud her judgment. I feel so bad doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about Dahlia, no doubt. Plus, water break. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clean victory. Dahlia, focus on bringing your best game, and I won't have to push any ugly buttons. You're overthinking it. I've got this, team. Damn, you're cool. Haha. Shall we move on to Capressa? What? Who the hell is Capressa? Oh, right. The old log is running for leader, too. No one truly thinks she poses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she is a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surprising us all. Tell me who she is already. Come on. Capressa. Ooh. The historian witch. The eldest witch in our coven. Ooh. She precedes even Idana. Capressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity started even writing. Wow. She has an infallible memory. All events are registered inside her tree rings. She's been a really valuable source for the Cosmic Gazette. Capressa has helped us many times with our articles. The thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the Coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently, Capressa isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia want to take the Coven for the first time she's running for leader. Her program is easy to sum up. She wants to keep things exactly as Idana left them. No, 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 no. And I'm not even talking about, it's this one. Strict quarterly controls, exploited at the Coven's convenience, banning people, exile, and no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I mean, just the program itself is bad. Regardless of what she did to Fortuna, this whole thing is bad. If you ban the forbidden, it only makes it more tempting. And we already know what's going on with exile. Especially if you don't even give a judgment for it, and to only have one person making all the decisions? Come on! This is dictatorship, right here! Moreover, she advocates for preserving Idana's course as some sort of oracle, to keep using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for the Coven. That's... No! Wow, fuck Capressa. Fuck her indeed. Fuck her program in any case. I know Capressa personally, and she is very kind and helpful. But yes, no one wants the ghost of Idana to keep ruling over us. No! She has very few supporters, all among the eldest. But I wouldn't underestimate her. Capressa has this special, mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. But what I'm more afraid of is that, depending on how gruesome the race gets, she could scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Capressa. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Capressa and keep her in check, it all should be alright, I think. Actually, I believe it's good that she's running. From the warfare point of view, that's the best case scenario for us. Divide and conquer. If the conservative side is split between Capressa and Jasmine, we can easily emerge as the dominant force. Wow. Wow. Your experience. Wow. Your experience as a warrior witch is going to come in handy. We warrior witches aren't all about smashing things, you know. You need brains to take on the most challenging forces of the cosmos. You have my respect. Haha! Don't underestimate Dahlia, Patrice. I won't. Anyway, I think we're ready to get Dahlia's program now. Alright, do you want to take 5? I'm good. Fortuna, how are you? Now let's get this over with already. Alright, go ahead, Dahlia. Okay, hear this. Judgment by referendum. Enforcement? None. Fuck that. I say we go for amicable resolution. Forbidden arts? None. Fuck prohibitions. Let's invest in educating our sisters so we're all aware of the risks and rewards. Yes. 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 Forbidden makes it tempting. Mortal affairs? Fuck mortals. What? Ha! Sorry, I got carried away with the fuck thing. I say we cut all ties with mortals. We are way too privileged to be messing with people's lives. Just leave them be and focus on the cosmic and the magical. I can get behind that. Which duties? Magical texts. This is a true game changer. Have every member of the coven share share a percentage of their magic output to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. That could be a pretty powerful asset for the coven, yeah. And that's it. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? You forgot about the hottest topic, what to do with Adonis' corpse. We scatter the shit out of that abomination of a leader, of course. Witchhood is so precious, we should open the doors for more women to become witches. Gotcha. So, honest feedback? Of course, shoot. You are betting on a kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost utopic, I must say. Why aim for less? I feel you, but our opponents are going to pick us apart. Better to stay ahead and do our own self-analysis. Gotcha. Fortuna. What would you say is the best strategy to counter Dahlia's stance? Spotlight the printer. Ow! 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 But that last one. What? I mean, I'm just saying our opponents may go for it. Are they seriously going to stoop that low? Even if it's effective, it will paint them as elitist bitches. Should they go there, it's really easy to counter it. It could actually work in our favor, so don't worry, Dahlia. But still, the most important part is that we don't let them get to you and throw you off your game. I know, it won't happen. Let's change our gears. What about our strengths? I'm definitely the strongest candidate. Oh, yeah? In what sense? I'm the literal one. Okay, good to know. Should it all end in a battle royale? In all seriousness, it's hard to think about one's own virtues. I know. Fortuna, you know her well. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? Her overwhelming charisma and the confidence she projects. She embodies the winds of change. Dahlia is pretty popular among young witches. Her determination, she is battle ready. She is the most virtuous, the most incorruptible of us all. Dahlia is pretty popular among young witches. I was thinking more about her strongest attributes are as an individual, but you're right. It may be Dahlia's strongest weapon for this campaign. Young witches account for at least a quarter of the coven's members. We'll have to carefully balance the time we spend catering to the novices and how much effort we put into other demographics. A quarter of the coven won't be enough for a win, so we'll see. Anyway, what about her weaknesses? What is Dahlia's most critical flaw? She is very impulsive and patient and gets angry easily. I mean, Dahlia's very green when it comes to debating politics or philosophy. She's very radical, lacks diplomacy. Making daggers is the least valuable asset offered by a candidate. Impulsive and patient and gets angry easily. What? Woman! Right there! Right there! I'm kidding. Okay. Alright, they will likely try to provoke you during the debates. If you lose your cool, the coven is sure to question your ability to lead. I know, I'll be strong. Alright. We're all up to speed on the play and the situation now. Should we go out there and start kicking some political ass? Well, I say now we take a moment to reevaluate our program. After this self-analysis, we might find some aspects we could adjust to increase our chances. Okay, what should we change? And before you even start, I won't budge regarding the judgment system. Referendum is the way to go. Also, I'm extremely proud of the magical tax. So am I. Yeah, that's a very interesting one. Asking for a percentage of the magical output for every member of the coven. It'll open the door to attempt some ambitious projects. That much energy from so many witches will be a tremendous asset to work with. I'm super excited about forging a massive sword to slay cosmic horrors, provided the referendum approves of that. Yeah. Fortuna, based on what we studied so far, what do you think could improve um communication and understanding? Law enforcement, okay, these are the current stances. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Capressa wants to keep exile as punishment, and Dahlia advocates for amicable agreement. What do you think would be the best system for law enforcement? Ponder amicable resolution. Dahlia's idea about believing amicable resolution may seem naive, but what is there to police, really, if we already have the arbitrage office? It's idea and quite beautiful to trust in our sisters' ability to coexist, but the arbitrage office only really covers the magical pact. Shouldn't we have a way to mediate more mundane conflicts within the coven? The arbitrage office won't interfere in issues like who has rights over a newly discovered domain, or who should be responsible for a common project gone wrong. What do we do in those cases? We leave that in the hands of a referendum. If a situation becomes unreasonable, we'll just consult with each sister. Some 100 witches should amount to good judgment, no? Ha! Yes, maybe. What do you think would be the best system for law enforcement? Ponder warnings leading. Fuck exile's too personal. Ponder warnings leading to expulsion. Jasmine's solution of letting witches accumulate strikes and, in the event they fail to behave, expelling them from the coven seems quite humane. It's not a bad idea. It doesn't rob anyone of their freedom, and the ultimate punishment is like ultimate freedom, actually. If you don't fit in here, just find a coven to match your philosophy or stay independent. On the other hand, it's exploitable. Witches will be able to cross the line several times without any consequences before they gather too many strikes. And then they'll be trapped into behaving ideally or losing membership. In any case, it's not like they can go and kill another witch. The magical pact stands above our warning system. The warnings allow for mischief, but I guess it's tolerable? Not all witches are going to be ill-willed. I believe in all of our sisters, but I wouldn't mind giving them warnings if they lose sight of what's good for us. I see. What do you think is the best system for law enforcement? I have trouble feelings towards punishment as a method of enforcing the law. I don't like the idea of keeping law and order through fear. On the other hand, we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Ha! Constructive how? Send bad witches to detention to do some magical studies? Ha! Not that, but hey, that may be an idea. What about community service? Elaborate. Instead of expelling members, or, gods forbid, send them to exile, we could set up a system of assigning hours of community service depending on the severity of the infraction. Tending other witches' gardens, harboring magic for the coven, helping the explorers, whatever is needed, really. That may not be a bad idea. I don't know if it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of some witches, but it'll benefit the community in the long run, that's for sure. I'm not against it, if you trust it'll improve our program. Alright, what do you think would be the best system for law enforcement? Let's go with community service. Okay, that's a substantial change. You made a great point, yeah. Do you want to change anything else? Hey, hold your horses. That one change is fine, but don't go changing my whole plan, friends. You heard the boss. Are you happy with this change, or do you want to focus on another area of the program? I'd like to reconsider. Oh, what do you propose then? Mortal affairs. Okay, these are the stances of our competitors. Capressa wants to continue exploiting them for our benefit. On the other hand, Jasmine says we should guide them, take care of them. Dahlia proposes cutting all ties. She believes that we should not abuse our privilege over them and just leave them be. I want to ponder it. I think I'm going to leave it as is. So far, the Coven has been exploiting mortals under Idana's command. Maybe it's time we repay the service mortal societies have been inadvertently offering us. That's a good angle. Although taking care of them entails many responsibilities, as well as needing time and resources. We'll be giving up some of our Coven's momentum to charity. Not that that's necessarily bad, but it's something to bear in mind if we choose this option. I don't mind sharing resources to help people outside our Coven. The magical tax could be a great resource for that purpose, in fact. Yes. My point is that we shouldn't meddle with their lives. Provided we don't manipulate mortals into becoming something we like instead of something they aspire to, I'm not against supporting them. I see. Ponder cutting all ties. To be honest, I don't care much about mortals or Earth or whatever other society in this universe, and if you think about it, I believe most people would prefer to not have witches meddling with their lives. Right? Yeah, maybe. On the other hand, we would forfeit many valuable resources. Mortals have been a great source of magic power and inspiration for our coven. However, cutting ties will also cut all shady practices and wrongdoings some witches have been pushing on mortals. Yes. And to some extent, it'll let us focus on our own affairs instead of dealing with petty disputes over humans. I say we cut all ties and leave them fucking be for once. There's many things to enjoy and toy with in the cosmos besides moral societies. How do you suggest we deal with... let's try to... we're not exploding. Try to come up with a new option. What else could we do about our relationship with mortals? I don't know. If you want to propose an alternative for Dahlia's program, it should be something drastically different. The current stances cover every base so far. What about this? We reveal the existence of witches to mortals. Whoa! That's so radical! Coming out strong, what's your angle? Whatever decision we make regarding mortals will be morally gray since they don't know about us. What I propose is a simple concept. Truth. I'm loving this. It'll definitely stir some chaos at the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't it be better if we develop a working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let them ask directly for what they need. That is beautiful, but didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity has a troubling relationship with witches. They burned us for sport. But that was only on Earth, right? The cosmos is vast and full of mortal societies. Let Earthlings deconstruct their misconceptions about witchcraft. Yup. Yeah, anyway, on Earth they burned poor innocent women. What can they really do about the real deal? It would be like revealing the existence of lions to a rabbit. They can hide or reject us, but in no way will they be able to hurt us. Heh, you're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things. But sure, that could make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates, though. I have the utmost respect for mortals. I would never underestimate them. I don't care what the conservative lot have to say about this. Revealing our existence in an honest approach. One I could be proud of. I'm game if you think that can work. How do you suggest we deal with mortal affairs? Reveal ourselves. Okay, that's a substantial change. You made a great point, yeah. Do you want to change anything else? Nope. Nope. I'm happy with this program. That settles it then. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours. Dahlia, you're going to have to defend all of these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole coven. I'm ready for anything. We're going to need to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan. A slogan! Finally something fun. It's been fun all the way for me so far. You're really enjoying yourself behind the commander pose, huh? You bet. I got one in power and numbers. It's good. I'd say it suits you. What do you say, Fortuna? Any ideas for a slogan? Make our coven great again? No. No. Stronger together. Very simple, but it does the job. I don't know, isn't it why any coven should aspire to? That's why we are a coven to begin with. Yes, simple is good. I like the word strong, and I like being together. The slogan is all about marketing and needs to sell the idea of a better future. You're right, Dahlia. Stronger and together are both quite desirable terms. I'd be proud to run under this motto. Let's do it. Perfect. We're almost done. What else? We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes, and for that we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster. What for? It's not like there are any streets in space to plaster with Dahlia's face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside the coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. Aha! That's a great idea. I'm in. Do we know any cool artists? Fortuna, I was thinking about your new cards have a lot a lot of style. Oh, thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose a nice poster for our friend? Are you sure? I don't. Yes, yes, yes! Make a poster for me! Please! Come on, you're really talented. Let's just squeeze your artist juices. Ah, what the hell? Here we go. Like, can we change this? Like, I don't want to do all the skulls as this. Actually, bring to the front. Control, control. Alright. I do and I don't like this already. I don't wanna. Oh! That's what it's. Okay. Okay. Let's do with. We want her to look strong. Yes, absolutely. And. Send to bottom. This is duplicate. Flip. Okay. Duplicate. Flip. Stronger together. Can we delete that? Can we delete that? Can we delete? No! Fuck. So she has to have the skull, huh? Let's put it in the middle. And she wants to treat everyone like they're stars, so we'll do the star. Make a big star. Control. You do control. Make you bigger. Not that you need it. You have such a big personality. We all love you. Stronger together. I'm liking the sound of that now. It's catchy. There we go. Yeah, what do you think? Bit corny for my taste with all those hearts. Yeah, I'm not a heart woman myself, but I can tell you put a lot of passion into it. Should I give it another try? Are you kidding? It's perfect. I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm going to keep one in my workshop forever. That is kind of corny, but you know what? Stronger together. Ha, shut up. I'm so ready to win this. Finally. Honestly, I'm really not cut out for politics. Too much work. I feel you. Anything for our sisters, though. Thank you so much for your help, Fortuna. You too, Patrice. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Likewise. Ooh, achievement? Reach chapter 6. Pandemonium. Please wait here. Anya will be here in a minute. Ooh. What is this? Am I dead? Ha? No. Don't worry. You're not dead at all. I shouldn't say a lot more, though. Why not? Protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you are extremely lucky. Yuena is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. A what? Come again? Oops, I've said too much, but everything is going to be alright. I must go. Just get comfortable. But, bye. Books? Can I look at the books? Oh, so warm. This feels nice. This place is actually super cool. It is! Look at all them books! Ooh, what's that? Fireplace. See, that's my one. If I was to ever get the money I needed to not need a mortgage to get a house, big dream, I know. But if I was to ever get the money up front to not need to get a mortgage to get a house, the house would have a fireplace. Alright, this place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent for a nice getaway with those fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? Anything else to click, click, click? Or just the... Just get comfortable? My clothes are still wet. And how did this much sand get under my swimsuit? Shit, I still have the keys to the food truck on me. I hope Ava and Patrice managed to get back home okay. That it? What did I miss? Oh. This place makes me want to read tarot. The air smells like nothing I've smelled before. It's a mix of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too, lighter. I feel like my mind is slowly shedding some dry husk, and a fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling, this isn't fear, it's excitement. Oh no. I feel like I never want to go home. Haha, I love you already. What? Relax, I'm here to look after you. You were from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. This is something good, I promise. Dear. Very observant. Huh. Chapstick. Cold air dries fast. I'm doing a lot of talking. My kin are what human witches call deer folk. Oh, and you are a human witch, by the way. Is this really happening? Yes, congratulations. You ascended. Please don't be afraid. I am not afraid. This is the best day of my life. Uh-huh. 32 cycles left. Ready to take over the universe? Ha! Commander Patrice, what's the situation? Am I supposed to click? Everything is set to go. Election day has just been announced. We're merely 32 cycles away from it. How are you feeling, Delia? About to explode. I've got too much pent-up energy. Just set some objectives for me and I will obliterate them. Metaphorically, I hope. Metaphorically, mainly, yes, but I'm ready to take on a dozen demons if necessary, too. Ha! Good to know. Let's get to work, then. We're going to check the vibe of the coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. We can tap into the mind of the coven with the Dream Ball. The Dream Ball allows us to get real-time readings on our community's desires and expectations. Hence, we can filter the current vote intention. Whoa! Spreadsheet sorcery, some kind of high-level magic. Ooh, I want that! This will be the pivotal tool for adjusting our strategies as the race progresses. Every action we perform and the actions of our opponents, of course, will affect the Coven's sympathies, and that'll be reflected in the Dream Ball reading. I added some men's runes, air, to filter vote intention by demographic. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of each group. Absolutely, I've been preparing myself for the race by doing some reading about the history of the Coven and the different factions. I'm not just muscle. That's good. Fortuna, as the oracle of the team, you'd better take responsibility and some studying too. Luckily for you, as the founder of the Cosmic Gazette, I know a fair amount about the idiosyncrasies of our coven. I wrote down a comprehensive demographic analysis for you. I took the liberty of placing it in your library. when you have the time to go do some studying. Okay. Me want to click things. Well, thank you so much. I got you. Now, about how we're going to operate. Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out here, being exiled and all. So you were going to be in charge of team management from this point forward on. Shouldn't it come from someone more prepared than me? We're all going to be busy heading out for events, gathering support, or whatever is needed. We need someone tracking all of our efforts and assigning tasks so we can better focus on our mission without worrying about schedules. You are extremely intelligent and have sharp instincts. I have zero doubts that you will do an excellent job. You've got this, Fortuna. Okay, sure, I'm ready. Whatever it takes. You just keep track of vote intention and try to redirect our efforts towards increasing our vote count, as in promoting some point of the program, looking for allies, gathering intel, or even harvesting energy for your deck should it become necessary for any reason. Bear in mind that these tasks can take between 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan accordingly. Understood. But wait, what do I do while you're all out? Do your homework. Do some studying, make some cards, or jerk off to relieve the pressure. Patrice! What? It works, trust me. Always so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some prospective allies or even rivals here in this office. So don't worry, I don't think you'll get much idle time. Okay. Everyone ready? Any doubts? Let's get out there already. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got something for you, Fortuna. Myself, personal growth and self-realization. Remember those articles on the Cosmic Gazette you dislike so much? Like 12 objects of power that'll make your life easier? Well, as it happens, number 5 will shock you. Here. The root of aplum. Swallow it and it'll increase your powers of persuasion. Oh, wow. Thank you, Patrice. It'll live in your stomach for decades, liberating the very essence of willpower atom by atom. It'll also siphon away your self-doubt. It'd be way more effective if you ran for leader yourself. I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that you decided to play a supporting role, given your true nature. Here we go. What's your nature? You've always relied only on yourself. This is quite unlike you. That's all I'm saying. We've already had this conversation. You're right. We'd better focus on the helpful things. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. All right, tasks. All right, so novices, producer, yeah. Yeah. Oracles, yeah. Academics, yeah. Explorers, yeah. Full coven. So we're winning. I don't want to fuck that up. You look for allies and opportunities. Nice, I have some ideas in mind already. See you in a few cycles. I'd like you to promote our program. Let's focus on with shit. No, let me go back. Shit. Academics. Okay, now how do I exit the screen? All right. So she has a lot of because the academics, because we're winning. And maybe not the producer. There's really no point. We already have the warrior, so I'm not worried there. Yeah, let's academics. Because we're not getting the producers. That's a no. That's no. But we can try to pull. How does Capressa not have more academics? She's literally the walking embodiment of history. This? Me no getty. Yes. What's that? I would like to formally introduce myself before the race. There are some topics I'm interested in discussing with you regarding the nature of the political shift our coven is experiencing. Capressa. Ooh. She travels by leaves? That is so cool! Hello. I'm Capressa. Nice to meet you. Welcome, I am Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I want to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. Why me? I'm not the one running. Oh, I know, but you are one of the major players in these elections. A driving force, as Adana would put it. Adana often confided in me. The fear you inspired her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Aha! Oh, wow. I don't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit, to keep me in check, to form my own judgment. Look, I promise I carry the best of intentions. There's a certain aura around you that tells me I can trust you. Plants were more sensitive to this kind of energy. Now I see that Idana's fear was unfounded, a product of her decaying mind. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the race. What? Why? You are too close to your human side to properly govern a cosmic coven. That's what made Idana such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods and was far detached from her human origins. On the other hand, you, Dahlia and Jasmine, you have an uncountable number of human flaws. Oh, wow. Fear, pride, envy, greed, even when you consider virtues such as ambition or mercy, or even the most basic things such as the need for comfort or enjoyment cloud your judgment. Flaws, flaws, flaws. But without feelings, can you truly care for your peers? There are many beings in this universe that are better suited for leadership than your kind, precisely because of this lack of human emotions. Aha! Have you ever stopped to study the flora? Most witches are too fauna-centric to see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my entelechy is that of growth and community. I lack individuality. I'm just part of the forest. We, the plants, grow, expand, and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on other living beings to prosper. That basic fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is so built on top of sacrifice that you are immune to innumerable forms of brutality. You are devourers of worlds, and we, the plants, are their healers. I'm going to take care of you no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What's the most important quality in a leadership? Empathy. A very useful trait to understand the fear and needs of your community, probably the trait in which I am most lacking. But empathy is a double-edged sword. Historically, empathetic leaders often crash and burn, overwhelmed by the contradicting angst of their people. Characteristic that can quickly turn to weakness. Maybe, but selflessness. That's the most important trait in a leader. To put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. Uh-huh. All those emotions we talked about before, they're what make it impossible. Satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship, the list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless acts, but not of a selfless existence. Are you implying that humans should never lead? When avoidable, yes. On Earth, they don't have much choice with all sentient life being underdeveloped besides them. But here, we have gods, we have deer folk. You have me. What if I don't want to be ruled? What if I don't agree with what allegedly superior beings have advised for me? I want to create a world closer to my vision. Isn't that egotistical? Not really. I'm generally trying to do what's best. How naive. Wishing to be right doesn't make it so. Probably. I'm afraid that in the end, it all boils down to what each of us wants. You may be right about that. Listen, Compressa. What's the matter? I know you are in love with Idana. That is nonsense. Doesn't that conflict with the selflessness you were talking about? It sounds like a liability for the kind of leadership you're proposing. I'm just aware of how big of a loss it is for our coven that Idana died. Maybe you are mistaking that for love. No, you love her, romantically. She gave me her eyes. I can see through you. Oh, wow. That's why your program includes keeping her corpse intact. Please, don't say anything. I'm trying to purchase the promotion from myself, but I still haven't worked out how to. Oh, this has nothing to do with the race. Please keep it between us. Ah! Like, from a political stab in the... I'm not going to say anything. Thank you, Fortuna. Your sympathy won't be forgotten. I think it's time for me to leave now. What do you do that for, important? Of course, my priority is to help the coven. Very well. Let's see what fortune has in store for me. Tell me what it is you wish to ask the cards. There is only one thing on my mind, something really dear to me. Will I be able to safeguard Idana's legacy? Of all the eras I've lived through, Idana has been the most peaceful and prosperous. At the expense of some of her sisters, but sure. Please don't poison the reading with your resentment. That's improper of an oracle. You're right. I will focus on your honest will. Think about Idana while I shuffle my deck. Oh! 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 Okay. Tide of salt and melancholy, the Duchess is a master of desire and power dynamics. Those who forget the safe word will be consumed by tragedy. The fire whip exalts the odd, pleasure in conflict, yearning, passion, rejection, bad omen, courage, rivalry, tragedy. I'll be nice. No. You will steal one of Idana's masks and drop out of the coven, or drop out of the race. No, I'm not. No, that's unfair. You will leave the coven and start a cult to follow the mass whispers. No. Yes, many witches will follow Idana's philosophy, even if that's not the official rule anymore. However, you will pay a high price to keep her legacy alive. No, the pressure of this race will become race will become so unbearable that you'll lose your mind. No. You will steal. No. You will keep. However, you will pay a high price to keep her legacy alive. That's great to know. Aren't you worried about the price? No, personal price doesn't mean anything to me. All is good. This is great news. Thank you for allowing me to peek into the fortress, Fortuna. It's not really a peek. And thanks for having me at your home. Good luck with the race. Good luck to you, too. That is so fucking cool. Is it just me or did Compressor go down? I think we all did. Novices, producer, yeah. Warriors, yeah. Oracles, yeah. We were at 45. Why did Jasmine go up? What happened? Oh, I could go to bed. Let's. When Jasmine's mentor retired, she summoned a dozen. There was one in particular that I really wanted to do. This wasn't it, but I'm going to use it. Not enough energy. I didn't want that one anyway. The gold blower. I'm going on instinct at this point, so I can only do blue and red. That's fine. Now, let's put you on the ground somewhere. Somewhere. There we go. I like centaurs, so we'll go with the centaurs. We need a group button. Could I just attach these two together, please? All right, let's have a little wisp by your head or by your arm. You are. This feels kind of cluttered. This doesn't feel much better. Actually. Hee. Make this look like it's kind of part of the horde. After I make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, you're part of the horde. No! Yes. Let's make you. Oops, shit. A design. Oh, bring to the front. A design. Son of a bitch. A design. How far can I shrink you? Let's make you a design on the coat. Can I duplicate? Flip. That doesn't look right. Can I shrink it? Yes! No! And this is why I want to group things. No. Group. Thank you. Right there. How's that look? That's not right. Like that? Okay, I like that. Not quite right, but I like it. I kind of want to bring a ghost in this, but I like this. I'm liking this. Golden magma. All right. The Titans of the Quarry reinforce the arcana with their ore. A gold vase holding fresh flowers will bring happiness to a homestead. Poison poured from a golden pitcher will serve justice. The light of the blue flame brings forth trouble. Shit. Alright, so who's there? Wait, why are you flying in? I did not invite you. What are you doing? I'm supposed to be stopping. I swear I did my best, but academics and me don't mix well. I know they're a super important part of our coven, but it'd be better to send someone else in my stead for this. Couldn't they be more straightforward? Anyway, I'm sorry. Let's go back to work. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Two. Challenge an opponent's program. Capressa. Oh, yes. They are going to hear me. All right. My break alarm went off. And actually, I'm kind of glad it knocked me out of my groove. I didn't realize I was starting to develop a headache and whatnot until that happened. So, with sending Dahlia off to challenge some points, we back to the title screen. Published by Devolver Digital. I want to do the content warnings again before I get to the deconstruct team. You definitely are doing some deconstructing. My goodness. Content warning. This game tackles sensitive themes, including self-harm, suicide, discrimination, gender dysphoria, depression, anxiety, nudity, sexual themes, crude language, use of drugs. There we go. This game tackles sensitive themes and contains. Yeah, change that. This game tackles sensitive themes, this, and contains, separate section, and contains this. There we go. Wee bit nitpicky, but I fucking love her outfit. Anyway. I could be sucked into this game for forever and a fucking day. Which is why I have alarms. Anyway. Artist shout out. Do please check out Zsanett Zeems. This is Game Ready Telescope. It was inspired by Oxford English Dictionary's word of the day yesterday, telescope word. A word formed by blending sounds from two or more others and combining their meanings. portmanteau word. Looks like portmanteau and telescope word are synonyms. Or if you can't say portmanteau, you just call it a telescope word. Do go please check them out. I fixed the command ASO, to have the link to the artist shoutout on the artist shoutouts Ko-fi. I forgot to explain what that was for. 1-800, my bad. However, if you've been here before, you already know. For the newbies, I want to be a smartass. So initially, the artist shoutout Ko-fi was more another spot to showcase all the artist shoutouts. I have separate albums for each month of the year. I have the full gallery album and so on and so forth. After 2023, when AI spit went absolutely batshit fucking crazy, and now here we are at the end. No, here we are at the beginning of 2025, and we have all these different companies trying to integrate it. No. So I want to be a smartass. Do these social media companies and Google and whatnot deserve our money? No. Do I like the idea of using their ad system to promote human artists? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, take my money to promote ethics. Take my money to push shit that should be being pushed and to diminish the shit they are. Do go please check them out. A link to the original artist shoutout on the Opinions and Truth blog will be in the description. The command ASO shared the link to the post on artist shoutouts Ko-fi. Alright. I need to come up with a new thank you background. Anyway. Command Discord to get to the Discord. If you want to find me all around the interwebs, there are many different ways to do it. MonriaTitans. Be Empowering on Twitter. That's more for the streaming. Titans Monria Art, because I do art myself. And if you look to the left, yes, that is a bit much. Let me break it down for you. That's more to keep things straight for me. If you simply want to support my art, which I don't really show on here, unless my designing those cards counted. That's more like graphic design, though. If you want to support my other art, because I have a series I like to call my Canva haikus, where I write a haiku and then I put it into a Canva design. It's a template that I'm very, very proud of. That's what I've been doing when I get the inspiration to do so. You can check her out at support me, or yeah, you can check those out and support me at Titans Monria Art Ko-fi. I might change that goal, but I am working towards a MacBook Pro docking station. For those of you who have never seen one of those or heard of one of those before, it allows you to hook more cords into a Mac. And since mine went kaput, I am down to one monitor and only the Mac's keyboard, which I do not like. I do not like it at all. Please help. Please help. Please help. And if you go to check out that Ko-fi, I actually have a link to the docking station that I want, so you know exactly what I'm going for. Transparency. And I already explained what the Artist Shoutouts Ko-fi was for. If you want to help me buy more games to discuss, like some of the demos I've played in the past, not buy the demos are free. Buy the games the demos were introducing. You can tip me at MonriaTitans Ko-fi, or just to help me upgrade stuff. Or you can support me at Buy Me a Coffee. That's basically That's basically where you go if you don't give a fuck what I do. You just don't want me to do anything illegal and you want to give me a hand because I'm unemployed, there you go. Buy me a coffee. And if you also want to help yourself, I run an online bookshop through bookshop.org. The Etsy for small business bookstores. You want to buy more books for yourself? Support the show? Have an option other than Amazon for books? Then please go to bookshop.org/shop/MonriaTitans. Anything you get through there, I get a commission for. Uh-oh. Pixel Chat. What are you doing? Anything you get through my shop, I get a commission for. Someone recently bought from there. My very first sale. I was so excited. Thank you again. I forgot when that was. I'll have to find the email. But it made me so happy. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And if you go through my link, again, bookshop.org/shop/MonriaTitans, and you see Rendezvous Point in the upper left corner as you're searching through things, I'll get a commission for that as well, which is really, really cool. And I was going, after I picked, because initially for a while it was called MonriaTitans Bookshop. After I changed it to the Rendezvous Point, I considered changing the link to Rendezvous Point as well, and then I remembered all the different places I would have to go change it, and then I changed my mind. So bookshop.org/shop/MonriaTitans. MONRIA. Alright. And so that bringeth us to a close. I mentioned in the beginning, going to mention it again. On Tuesday, I'm going to be recording a Let's Play Some Demos video. Let me bring up the description so I'm not hunting through Steam to find them. Alright, so the first demo is for Chicken Journey. Play as an adorable chicken in this relaxing platformer. Jump, climb, and solve puzzles to find the answer to the ultimate question a chicken can ask. Then we have Fantasian Neo Dimension. Embark on an adventure to discover your memories. And save the world from a mechanical infection. Maneuver your skill trajectories during battle and dive into a new dimension with a unique twist on a classic RPG experience. We'll see. Terra Memoria. A shortage of magic crystals and the sudden awakening of ancient robots leads 6 new friends on an incredible investigation across Terra. A cozy and fantastic world that combines 3D and pixel art. Are you describing that as cozy because of the art style? We're going up against ancient robots. That's not exactly cozy. Anyway, and then there's Until Then. A fateful meeting sets off a chain reaction, upending Mark's life. People disappear and memories prove unreliable. Ugh, I know that feeling. I'm ADHD. Uncover a hidden truth with Mark and his friends in this narrative adventure, and race to unravel the mystery before it's too late. Ooh, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about the rest of you. Again, you can find, this would be a part 15. Again, you can find all these on YouTube at MonriaTitans, and I also upload them. This video will also be uploaded to Steam, Rumble, and Odyssey. Steam has a video section. That's absolutely fucking dope. And with all that out the way, we come to a close. Remember, we are gamers not because we don't have a life, but because we choose to have many. I have a headache. Good thing I'm ending now. Which can also be said of readers. If anyone asks why you like video games, remind them a game is a problem-solving activity, approached with a playful attitude. A quote by Jesse Schell. And if anyone gives you shit for your interest, tell them, you may not like video games. But what I learned from them is this. No enemies in front of you means you are going the wrong way. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, the follow, the subscribe, wherever you're watching with the Twitch. It's follow. With everywhere else, follow, subscribe, hit like buttons, do all the things, please. May every decision you make be in the spirit of fairness, and may the rest of your day not go to